Good evening, good evening, good evening. How's everybody doing out there in the universe of Twitter, Periscope, and YouTube? My name is Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media covering the Carolina Panthers. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Best way to support this channel, if you are already a subscriber, is to like the video. Also, make sure you turn on the bell notification so that you can be a part of all these great live videos that I do. And there's ways to donate. I'm an independent media, so your guys' donations are very much appreciated. Super chats, GoFundMe, Cash Apps, all the things, all that stuff is below in the links. Actually, not quite just yet, but give me a second and I'll put it up there. So yeah, I had to do another live video because I did one yesterday. Made a few mistakes, wasn't happy about it. So I was like, let me jump back on, talk to the people again, because I am a self-proclaimed, actually I was given that title, man of the people. So I really love working for you all. Leave your comments below, leave your tweets about questions that you have for these players and these fans, players and coaches, and I'll get that to you. So next up on the list is that we play the San Francisco 49ers. An undefeated team that poses some big problems. But let me first also say this. If you're watching on Periscope or Twitter, it's good to watch on those outlets if you do not have any questions. But for right now, if you have any questions, I would ask that you switch over to YouTube because I can easily see those comments and respond to you there. Right now, I just haven't found an easy solution that allows me to monitor the Twitter/Periscope comments as easily as I can the YouTube comments. So there's a little footnote there. And also, let me give a little shout out to some people. Locks Main on YouTube is trying to give me a hard time, telling me that I should have all this stuff together. Locks Main, I don't think you have contributed to the success and the vitality of Charlotte Vibes. So I think you should give me a little donation, man, to help out because it is a lot of stuff, a lot of equipment that I have to do, and help a brother out if you want to have the videos and the show start exactly on time. All right, but appreciate you watching nevertheless. Let me give a few shout outs again. YouTube is where I can see your comments easiest. So if you're on Twitter or Periscope, you can certainly watch, but I won't be able to easily see your comments. So the NFL nerd, Terrence Jones, Tab Black, Michael Jones, Josh N, YPX918, Michael Jones, blah, blah, blah. So I'm gonna get to you guys' comments. So please leave your comments. We got a lot to go through today. Yeah, I gotta call out people, man. Y'all giving me hard times, and sometimes it's tough for a brother when y'all give me hard times. So yeah, yesterday I had some technical difficulties. So you know what I've learned as I go to do these live videos? I'll be trying to go through things fast and quickly, be like, man, I only want to be online for like 5-10 minutes. But I think if I slow down just a little bit, my voice won't get as dry as it did the other day, and I'll be able to have less audio problems for my videos. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk to you guys. First I want to start with the injury report. So let's go ahead and dive into the injury report and see what the latest is for these Carolina Panthers, what kind of troubles we got. There you have it, the latest injury report. Greg Little, Christian Miller, Cam Newton did not participate in practice today. Brian Burns and Dennis Daly have improved to having limited practice today. Gerald McCoy was the same as he was the other day. And then a big list of full participants in practice. I'm only going to talk about the one, Shaq Thompson, who had a little bit of an ankle injury, and he was a full participant in practice today. So if you guys can, round of applause. Round of applause. I showed a graphic, brought the graphic down. Audio still remained in check. See, told you I'm gonna take my time and get it right. Let me see what these comments are looking like. Let me bounce to the comments for a second, then I'm gonna start rolling through some of these videos. And again, big, serious reminder and plea. Number one, I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. I think I'm on like 43 people away. So if you're watching and haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. Number two, you also want to subscribe because this video that you're watching right now will only be up for one day because it contains player comments, coaches' comments, and video audio. NFL policies is I can only have it up for one day because of that. Because I'm not paying $1 million license to the NFL. So There you go. So let me go over these comments, and then we're going to go into a bunch of videos that I have for you guys today. Let me scroll back up for a second. See if I can get to everybody's comments real quick. Let's see. Terrence Jones, sick of all the Cam Newton trading controversy. Yeah, just a little background on me, guys. I like to report on things that actually happen. I don't like to get into too much speculation type talk. I like to have breaking news as things are actually news. So I might get into it if enough people ask, but generally I'm just going to touch on it and keep going. I never pay attention to it. What's up, CV? Keep pounding. Some applause. Yeah, I got the black hand, not the yellow hand. What up, Michael? Yo, baby, again, just read through these comments real quick because I really like to interact with you guys and try to make sure I cover as many comments as I can. Having technical difficulty, what's up? Still the best channel on YouTube. Appreciate you, NFL. Yeah, what other channel on YouTube? Number one is a credential media member that's talking to you. Number two goes live and talk to you. Number three has all these graphics and animations and stuff that look like it's real TV. Nobody. And who's gonna go live from San Francisco? Maybe Saturday as well, but definitely Sunday an hour and a half before the game on YouTube. Nobody but me. So hit the subscribe button. Reading through the rest of these comments, and then I'm about to go into my videos. Who hit Greg Little so hard? That's funny, but not funny. Don't make me laugh and get in trouble on YouTube, man. But I get what you're saying. I get your sincerity there. Eric Reed mad about. Oh yeah, Eric Reed is mad. I played some video yesterday. All right. So I'm up to date on the comments. Let's go ahead and get into some of these videos, guys. So first video that I am going to play to you is Eric Washington, our defensive, I want to call him like co-defensive coordinator, right? Because Coach Ron Rivera gets into that a lot. Here's Eric Washington on what makes the 49ers offense so unique of a challenge, and just a little bit more on what he thinks about this. So here it is.
I think what makes this particular team unique is just the rate in which they incorporate that on from one snap to the next. You know what I'm saying? There's a high frequency of pre-snap movement from everywhere. Shifts, motion, a personal motion across and then return. So you have a lot of those things going on, and we see some of those things in practice. So our offense actually, they have provided us a nice platform or foundation, if you will, to see those things, address them, and to take our various defensive concepts and to match those against that stuff so that we can work on that particular concept. And then they match it with a high tempo. It's one thing when you have motion, but when you have basically a no-huddle tempo and you're doing all of those things, that's challenging for a defense. We have to, because the enemy for us is not being set in a position where we can fire off and engage our assignment with maximum violence, intensity, and effort and compliance. So it presents some challenges.
Hey, so did anybody else like the way that he just casually said maximum violence? So, again, I'm just going to be bragging a little bit tonight because y'all gave me a hard time last night when I'll come out of some videos I didn't have my audio. That video stopped and my audio picked up. But nevertheless, that was Coach Washington talking about this 49ers offense, and one of the things that makes them so unique is how much movement that they have. And I'm going to also talk about Luke Kuechly is our commander-in-chief on that opposite side. But Trey Boston also plays a pivotal role because there's some guys behind Luke and they need communication as well. And, Trey Boston has no problems being loud and making sure that secondary is communicating well so that Luke doesn't have to turn his eyes around. He can keep his eyes ahead and make calls. And, you have to like our chances with this 49ers offense that is so good because, number one, you got one of the undoubtedly best students of the game, middle linebacker, Luke Kuechly, out there to help you get set. Even though he said one of the challenges is they move so fast and have so much movement that it's it's a race and they play up tempo. But you got Luke Kuechly in the middle to help us with that, and you got Trey Boston in the back yelling out commands as well to help keep things up to date. I'm not up to date, but keep things on par so that when they execute, that we're able to execute. And as I was listening to that this time, playing it for you guys, one of the things that I noticed and thought about was I've talked before about how well-rounded this team is. We've had players on the offensive side, Christian McCaffrey getting, player of the month. We've had special teams, Joey Slye getting player of the week, even though he's been on a slide lately. And we've had several players on the defensive side. The one that immediately comes to mind is Brian Burns, as a rookie, getting accolades on the defensive side. So we have a really, even though a lot lately has been talking about defense, or I have been talking about defense, is well-rounded. And one of the things that helps the team just getting better and better week to week is, as you saw there, Washington talked about the fact that it does help that our offense is similar and that we have a lot of pre-snap movement and we have a dynamic running back in Christian McCaffrey, that helps the defense gets ready. So you can't help but think that the offense continues to get better and gets help because we have such a good defense that they're going against. So it's just like building up. So those are some comments from Eric Washington about this 49ers team that we're going to be facing this Sunday. I'm going to be also continue to check out you guys' comments here. Love the traveling vlogs and behind the scenes footage. Hey, I appreciate it. I will continue to bring that to you guys as much as I can. The Rivera's understudy, yeah. Maximum Thievery. What's going on, Brandon Ludwingo, maybe? Coach Washington is like the Terminator. Yeah, I mean, the way he delivered that maximum violence, just so straight face, but it's football, right? That's why we love football. It's a violent sport, and injuries do occur. Slight freeze, not bad. Yeah, we did have a few freezes on the internet there, so that's probably because I'm multi-broadcasting right now. I'm broadcasting on YouTube as well as Twitter at the same time, and I'm going to keep an eye on it to see if it continues to mess up, but hopefully it'll be minimum freezing that we get here. Read a few more comments. Think the Niners are going to destroy us, blowout. Panthers win 27-17. Yeah, we back now. All right. So next up, what I would like to play for you all is going to be my man, Norv Turner, who quite possibly has Christian McCaffrey on his fantasy team. But now let me stop joking. Let me go ahead and play the clip from Norv Turner as he talks about the 49ers defense.
When you're playing defense the way they are, it'd be hard to pinpoint. They don't give up big plays. They're in the top 3 or 4 and fewest big plays given up. It starts up front with them. They're outstanding defensive line. They've got depth. They rotate those guys. Their linebackers are very aggressive. They're a complete defense. When we've gotten that first down, we converted third downs. If you look at us, that's when we go put drives together and score. So third down conversions are critical. Keeping the ball, I think they're probably facing the fewest number of snaps per game of any team in the league. The last 4 games, I think the most snaps they've had to face was 52. That's a combination of the way they play defense and the way their offense plays. So we have to make the most out of every opportunity.
All right. So there you have Mr. Norv Turner talking about the San Francisco 49ers defense. And I did make some changes here with the stream. So I know some of you guys were saying that it was freezing a little bit. That was a little bit of my fault. So I should have cleared that up. But thank you guys for mentioning that some people were experiencing a freeze on the live broadcast. So Norv Turner is talking about some things there that I wasn't too aware of before I heard him talking about it, which is that this San Francisco 49ers defense is good, and one of the things that they do so well is they limit you on third downs. And I think he mentioned over the past 4 games, I forget the exact number, but how many few snaps, if you can follow me there with that incorrect language maybe, how few snaps that offenses are getting, naturally if you're limiting the offense in snaps, you're limiting their opportunity to score. So it's almost like, you know, you've only could have success if you're going deep on these guys and getting the quick score because they're not going to let you convert on third downs and kind of have time consuming drives against them. So Coach Rivera said, and I'm going to play some clips from him, that he feel like it's just going to, on both sides of the ball, it's going to come down to the front line, and it's going to be a physical game, and it might not be too high of a scoring game because of that. So you got two teams that have pretty good defenses, a lot of movement. San Francisco has on their offense, and then on our defensive side, we have a lot of movement. We have a lot of different schemes. We have a lot of different combinations. So this game to me is really going to come down to who has the best game plan, right? Is Norv Turner able to outsmart, I don't know the San Francisco 49ers coordinator, but is he able to make a good game plan that gives his team a chance for success? Is he able to, if they're stopping the run against Christian McCaffrey, I would like to think that the 49ers have studied our Tampa Bay film like no other, because Tampa Bay has shut Christian McCaffrey down several times. So you kind of hope that the Norv Turner has had some tricks in the bag that he just hadn't let out to give us an opportunity to do something in case they adapt what is now 2 games worth of film that Tampa Bay now has on us that the rest of the league can watch to figure out how to stop us on offense. And you have to figure out that Washington's going to have to do something to stop this, what has been referred to as 3-headed monster against the San Francisco 49ers. And one big plus for us on the defensive side is we also got very much it's appearing that we're going to have Dante Jackson back. And if you don't remember a few years ago when Carolina played San Francisco, that James Bradbury had to get the IV because I forget the wide receiver's name, but they were just running 9 routes. And, you know, James held up pretty good. He actually had to come out for a few plays, but he held up pretty good. But if you get Dante Jackson back, his legs may not be what they were, so I don't anticipate Dante playing every single snap. But having Dante Jackson back should also be able to help us on the defensive side to continue thievery and turnovers that we've been able to create. So I'm again take a look at these comments that are here. Make sure to also again say to people watching on Twitter/Periscope, feel free to watch here, but if you have some comments, it's best if you switch over to YouTube because there you can leave some comments. And by the way, can you guys give me a little hand clap on the connection? Like it stopped freezing, right? Y'all ain't gonna say nothing when it stopped freezing, but y'all gonna get on me when it freezes. Man, people, let me go ahead and get over these comments though. We got this. Our defense is better. Top threats and offense can move the ball different ways. 17-14 Panthers. Michael Jones, CMC and Norv system is crazy. Joe Lewis, the Panthers defense isn't better than the Niners. That's just a fact. Joe Lewis, I'm beginning to think you're a San Francisco 49ers fan. But, you know, I would say this. I don't know whose defense is better. I don't know whose offense is better. I feel like it's a pretty even matchup, and that's why I go to say the coaching is what's going to make the difference. Now, certainly the players could just act terrible, so I'm not counting on players just having bad days. But just pending that everybody plays like they're supposed to play, I feel like this is going to be a coach-won game that gives the opportunity for the team to win because of how even of a matchup it could be. Some people reading some comments. Our defense has been crazy. He needs to pipe down, Church. I hope to get this W. Dante will go get 1-2. Hey, Tab, Michael Jones, Tab Black. All right, so just a bunch of comments there. As everybody chips in and watch, hey, I appreciate everybody watching, everybody tuning in. Again, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Super chats are always welcome. Your donations are definitely needed to help keep up what we're doing here with Charlotte Bob. If you have not noticed, I have been traveling all season, travel across the ocean to continue to bring you guys coverage. So if you can help, please do. And hey, a way to help without funds is to just hit the like button. All right, so there you just heard from Norv Turner and Eric Washington. Now let's play some comments from Coach Ron Rivera. All right, here we go.
Since I've been here, that at some point you were going to have to use your young guys, so you got to make sure they're ready. I think it speaks very well to being able to find those kind of guys and then get them coached up, trained, and then to the player themselves for the hard work that they've put into it. I really do. I think it's kind of all together to sit there and and try and say, hey, it's this or this or this. I think it's all of it coming together as a whole, as a unit, and then being able to take it and put it on the field.
All right, so there you go, Coach Ron Rivera. There he was addressing the question about how this offense has continued to perform very respectively. Now, again, before you guys jump on anything, perform very respectively against opponents with having so many different guys go down and come back. I think he said that one of the players told him that he's played with 6 different left tackles in 24 games. So there's been a lot of turnover. There's a little, but the next man up mentality, I believe, has been very well embraced by this team, and they're being able to overcome it. I mean, you don't have Christian McCaffrey being a contender for MVP if you don't have some respectable things going on the line to give him those opportunities. So let me go ahead and play some more video that I have from Coach Ron Rivera. I'm honestly not sure if this one is going to play properly, but let's see here.
Yeah, and we're looking at all things that he's doing. I mean, he's doing exactly what we need for him, and he'll continue to proceed in that fashion.
Would you anticipate him traveling this week?
Yeah, we can, and we'll see.
What?
You'll know tomorrow.
So that was Coach Ron Rivera talking about Cam Newton. So, of course, Cam listed on the injury report today. He's still in rehab. He's still trying to get himself together. And you keep looking for ways to get an indication about where he's at in his rehab. So, obviously, if he's traveling, you like to think things are progressing. And the next thing that you're going to see is him, is Cam in a game, traveling, practicing, and in a game. So Ron Rivera didn't quite want to say what's going to happen, which everybody in the media kind of got a laugh out of. So I'm going to actually play that one more time. Now that I told you guys what that was about, let me play this one more time. Rivera obviously is sensitive about talking about guys with injuries and who's coming back and where they stand. But I'm going to play this one more time. It's Ron Rivera talking about whether or not Cam Newton is going to try.
Yeah, and we're looking at all things that he's doing. I mean, he's doing exactly what we need for him, and he'll continue to proceed in that fashion.
Would you anticipate him traveling this week?
Yeah, we can, and we'll see.
What?
You'll know tomorrow.
All right, so that was Ron Rivera talking about Cam Newton and whether or not he's going to travel. And you know what? If you want to find out firsthand if Cam Newton is traveling, subscribe to the channel, because I will broadcast live tomorrow for all you lucky people that are watching. Make sure you turn on your notifications. So I'm telling you, there's reasons why I tell you guys to turn on the notifications. I'm going to broadcast the team leaving live tomorrow, and you'll be able to see if Cam Newton is traveling with the team to San Francisco. Yeah, so GMFB is Good Morning Football. I do believe, because you guys are going to laugh, but I don't get a chance to watch too much sports TV because I'm there. But I do believe that Good Morning Football has, on more than one occasion, said some positive things about Rivera and the Panthers. And as you know, whether you, I can't say whether you're a fan or not, but there's a lot of bad talk about the Panthers because of Cam Newton. There's a lot of good talk. So I think that was worn and just good old fun. So I have one more clip for you guys on Coach Ron Rivera that I'm going to share with you. And let's play it see what it is.
I think it all starts up front. That's one of the things that we talked about today. In fact, as in the initial meeting was everything's going to start up front, and that's just the way it is. I mean, this is going to be what I think is going to be a physical point of attack game. So that was one of the emphasis in our meetings this morning.
All right, so what I did not play was your boy Chris Jenkins asking Coach Ron Rivera about what is he going to have to prepare for on this 49ers team. The biggest thing on the offensive side and the defensive side. He didn't get specific in what he's preparing for other than saying it's going to be something that's won in the trenches up front, and he believes it's going to be a physical game. He's not the first person to say that. I think, I'm not sure if I played the exact clip, but Eric Washington talked about how physical that this game is going to be, how tough it's going to be. And that's why I feel like it's not going to be too much of a high-scoring game. But it could be. You know, I don't get into predictions because I don't like being wrong. But that was, again, Coach Ron Rivera addressing my question in regards to the biggest things that they're preparing for against the San Francisco 49ers. So that is all that I have. I appreciate everybody that's joined me, you know, man of the people. So now I'm going to spend some time getting to some of these questions, right? And I'm going to go eat some dinner because I don't think none of y'all didn't cook dinner for your boy yet. Let's check it out. Altamore thinks that Cam Newton will be traveling. I say, yeah, I feel like it too. I mean, if Ron talked about it today, I feel like it's a pretty good chance that they have already talked about it, and he just couldn't, you know, he's probably excited as well that Cam was progressing and he just couldn't hold the poker face and gave the sputtering remark that you saw there. So I agreed. I feel like he's probably going to be watching. All right. Yeah, what happened to Mike Kraft? Is that what you're saying there, Tab Black? I'm not sure. Yes, that's probably what you're saying. What happened to Mike Kraft? So Mike Kraft was a employee of the Carolina Panthers media. He was a great guy, man. I remember talking to him quite a few times when I first started out, just trying to learn from somebody else. And I don't know how long he was with the Panthers, but it's probably safe to say he's going to serve the longest tenure of a video guy for the Carolina Panthers. But he basically took a step away about 2 years ago from the Carolina Panthers, and right now he's doing some high school football coaching, and I believe his kids have something to do. I don't want to speak too much because I don't know how accurate my memory is for everything, but I do want to try to answer that question. That I know he's certainly affiliated with high school football now, and I think his kids had something to do with it. If not his direct kids, I know he just wanted to. You know, a lot of people love high school football because of the impact that you can make on the kids at that pivotal point in their life. So hopefully that gives you your answer about Mike Kraft. I see Eugene is still in Charlotte on a morning show. Yeah, Eugene Robinson is still in Charlotte. You know what, that reminds me, I need to make a note right now to have Eugene. Hey, leave a comment below if you want to see Eugene Robinson on the show. I'm going to make a little note here because I had meant to ask Eugene to come on the show. He was on the show last year. So just type in my note to get Eugene Robinson on the show. Leave a comment if you want to see Eugene Robinson. All right, let me continue on, make my way through these comments here. Cam not practicing with the ones is not cool. Well, Cam's not practicing with anybody right now. Is it a double standard when it comes to Cam compared to Breeze as far as coming back and rookie taking his job? So I'm going to say this about Cam Newton. One of the things that makes him so different in the media than the other quarterbacks is he has a ton of personality, a lot of charisma, a lot of flavor, a lot of drip. He brings a lot of attention to himself because of his personality that these other quarterbacks do not, just because of his personality. So I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm not saying he should just be quiet, be like Tom Brady. I'm not saying he should be like Drew Brees, because there's a lot of different personalities out there. And, you know, Rivera says that he believes these players should be themselves for them to be performing at their best. So that's the reason that I feel like Cam gets a lot of positive and negative, is because he has so much personality. And you guys know we love personality. We love defensive backs that yab, because it just makes it exciting, something to watch. So that's what it is. Moving on. Locks believe that Cam is 3 weeks away from playing the game. Breeze wasn't struggling, Cam was. I don't think it matters, Locks, if he was struggling or not. I saw that too. Tap Eugene was my favorite live play caller. So again, leave comments. Again, the number of people that have subscribed to my videos, to like the videos, when I go and I talk to these people about coming on the show, that helps me do what I want to do for you guys. So leave comments, like the video, if you want Eugene on the show. Let's get him on. Let's get him on and get Eugene on the show. All right. So, hey, I've been broadcasting for 31 minutes. Have not needed any water. And can I get a like for real? Can I get a thumbs up? Can I get some applause, some likes? This production tonight, I was on point. I served redemption for yesterday. All right. So, anyway, that's my self pat on the back. Gonna wrap up by letting you guys know that, again, tomorrow I will be going live, letting you know if Cam is on the bus or not. So make sure you tune in and watch. I will also be leaving myself for San Francisco Saturday to bring you some coverage of the team while they are in San Francisco, and going live 90 minutes before kickoff to let you know who will be inactive for that game. I don't know, I might do a little vlogging while I'm out there in San Francisco. I will be driving in London. I didn't want to drive, man. Being on that left side of the road and that traffic direction, all that stuff just threw me off. So, but I think I did show you guys me walking to go get some dinner and almost got hit by a car, because in America, once you cross halfway, you want to look to the right because that's where the traffic's coming from, and some people in front of me kind of went. So I looked to the right, like, okay, I'm going to go like the people in front of me. And as I started to take that step out my peripheral, I see a car coming, I kind of jumped back. But nevertheless, that is all. Oh, yes. The Thomas Davis canvas is still being given away. I will not give it away until Saturday. So there's another video on my YouTube channel that you can check out where I mentioned that I'm giving away the Thomas Davis canvas. Go on there. All you got to do is leave a comment and you'll be eligible to win. So that is all for tonight. Thank you all for watching. Again, Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media, working for Charlotte Vibe. Good night.